Hello and welcome to the short video on Surpass. We'll be going through how to access key codes, printing the invigilation pack, and seeing how information we've entered in QuartzWeb has now transferred into Surpass. So the first thing we need to do is log into Surpass, and you can do that by going to your browser and in the address bar typing ascentis.surpass.com. Once done, enter your credentials and click Login. You'll then arrive on the home page with the Welcome to Surpass banner. We need to go into Test Administration to see our e-assessments. So from here, we can see many different types of e-assessments. Starting in the top left, we have the State column. So this labels different states in which each e-assessment is in. So just going over a few now, we can see the green tick here. And if we hover over it, it says it's finished. This means that the e-assessment has had its key code entered and the test has been finished. These states on the left don't indicate a pass or fail mark, it just indicates how far along the e-assessment is. The red X means voided. This means that the e-assessment has been cancelled for whatever reason. For example, if we entered the wrong date or time by mistake, we can then void the test and then schedule it again with the correct time and date. The R in the red circle means ready. This means the e-assessment is ready to go. So if a learner was given the key code and the e-assessment is in this state, the key code is entered into Secure Client and then the assessment will start. For a full list of all the states, you can check the user guides on our website. Moving along, we have a few more details. The test center names, the key codes, we'll come on to key codes a bit later on. Center name, we'll be using Loon Valley. This is just the practice center we set up at Ascentis for demonstrations. The tags, so the tag column in QuartzWeb we use class ID. In Surpass they're called tags. So tags and class IDs are the same thing. You have your subject, start, time and date, end date. So this is the information that was entered in QuartzWeb has been copy and pasted onto here. You have your candidate name, candidate reference. So candidate reference and learner ID are the same. So just to note, once any assessment is scheduled, it will only appear in the Invigilate tab within 5 days of its going live date. So for an exam to be ready or locked, which is a state we'll be looking at shortly, it will have to be at least 5 days until that date is sat. We can see previous e-assessments, but new assessments won't appear in this screen before 5 days where they're ready to be sat. So now I'm going to have a look at this learner I scheduled earlier on QuartzWeb. So we can see its state is locked. This means that it's within 5 days, but because it's scheduled for tomorrow, you cannot enter the key code now. And the key code is located here. So even though it appears here, it's got the lock screen, because it starts tomorrow, it's in a locked state, but we can see it appears in the Invigilate screen. So what do we do next? We want to click on the learner. You might have more than one. You can select more than one. And then you can click on, at the bottom, Print Invigilation Pack. So here we're presented with some options. If you're just wanting to hand them out, you just need to keep the key code slips selected, and if you have more than one learner, multiple key codes per page. And then we click Finish, and we are then presented with the invigilation pack, which has all the information for the learner, the key code, and the e-assessment.